Hi everyone, Lee Aldrich here from Ship It Nation. So with the Masters upcoming this week and the massive prize pools available on Draftkings, I thought I would do a quick video on telling you basically how to win the Mini Max, because there's a £10,000 first prize this week on the Mini Max. And I don't know if everyone's aware, but I've won 3 Mini Maxes now on DraftKings over the last 3 years. At one point before that, I thought that I would be able to win some big DraftKings prizes just by myself, just creating lineups. But it wasn't really until I signed up for a site that I first started getting the success. So I started with Fanshare Sports, but now I'm with Ship It Nation. And honestly, without the tools that are available on a site like that, it's going to be almost impossible to win a big tournament like the Mini Max. So this week, there's going to be 200,000 people in the Mini Max on DraftKings. So you're going to need to hit the ultimate lineup really to win it. Most weeks it's probably about 40 to 50,000 lineups. So again, you still need a lot of differential in your lineups to take down a big tournament like that. So the first reason why it's a good idea to join up to a site like Ship It Nation, if you want to start taking it more seriously and trying to take down a big tournament, is the ownership projections. So in a big tournament that's got almost 200,000 people in, you're going to need differential. You're going to need to find different lineups to everybody else. And you're going to need players that are low owned that are going to go well. And one thing the ownership projections allows you to do is to work out some lineups where they're not going to all be high owned players that you have in there. The trouble is, if every player in your lineup's high owned, then everybody else is going to have them. So you're not really ever going to move up the leaderboard to get to the big prizes at the end. So ownership projection is a massive thing that you're going to need to be on top of and create some good lineups with some low owned players in. For example, the Mini Max I won earlier this year, I had Bronson Bagoon in the winning lineup, who was about less than 2% owned. And had I not had Bronson Bagoon in there, I would not have taken down the Mini Max. So yeah, it really helps with that side of it. The next thing is seeing somebody else's player pool, and not just somebody else's, but like experts who have won big competitions on multiple occasions. So at Ship It Nation, you've got Toe Tagging Tambo, and you've got Hoops, who have both won big tournaments, and they share obviously all their knowledge going into the week, all their picks, all their players from each tier that they think is going to go well. Hoop has his player pool on there, so you can see what his exposure is to all the players that he's playing. So that helps massively as well. And then also, you're going to need some value plays in your lineup. You're going to need players that are cheap, because somewhere like the Masters, chances are the winner is going to be somebody who is one of the best players in the world. So they're going to be priced up high. So if you want those high price players in your team, you're going to need to find some value elsewhere. And on Ship It Nation, we've got the value report that I write every week, and I've been doing it for years and years. And that will show you, in my opinion, the good players to play, who a lot of time will be low owned as well. So that will help when it comes to building the lineups. And then the other thing that you'll get from being a Ship It Nation member is access to the Discord chat. And the reason Discord chat is so great is because, to be honest, there's people in the Discord chat that know more than I do, that probably know more than Toe Tagging Tambo, that know more than Hoop. There's some really sharp people in the Discord chat. And as well as that, it's a community. So everybody has got an interest in the Masters. So Thursday to Sunday, there's always going to be somebody to chat to get excited about when it comes to the Masters and watching the Masters on TV and chatting about it. But also, you get a lot of interesting snippets in there. So you'll get weather updates, which will help you decide if you need to play players from certain sides of the draw, and injury updates and things like that. So the Discord is always updated with news snippets that members have spotted, and that will be really useful for when it comes to building your lineup. So the Discord, I think the Discord is my favourite part of being a member of Ship It Nation, because everybody in there is super friendly, everybody's super keen, super helpful, and everybody celebrates everyone's wins. And it's fantastic on not just on a Sunday at the end of the week-long tournament, seeing everyone's wins, but also Showdown all throughout the week. And there's this constant chat every day about Showdown. So every day you get good snippets of information about who's going to be a good player that day. And talking about the Showdown, another thing that you'll get from your Ship It Nation membership is the Stone. So the Stone is written by James, who's probably better known as Degenerate75 on Twitter. I've got to say, the first time that I saw the Stone, it was mind-blowing. It's just everything at a glance. Every bit of information you need to know about a certain slate is there at a glance. Ownership projections, prices, whether they're out in the morning, whether they're out in the evening, whether he thinks they're a good play, whether they're a good pivot play, whether they're donkey chalk. It's fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant, the Stone. And it's almost worth just joining up to Ship It Nation just to see this amazing screenshot with everything there at a glance. So that's another big reason to join up. And then also you get your course fit rankings. So course fit rankings, I write the course fit rankings. It's stat-based, generated on how well each player is suited to the course. So if every player brought their A game with them, it gives a ranking of who should ideally do best. Last week, great example of it, Akshay Bhatia was first in the rankings, and he ended up winning. So it's just a brilliant tool. Brilliant for a couple of reasons. First being, you can't play everyone. You're not going to be able to play everyone in your player pool. You're going to have to leave some players out. And sometimes you just need a reason why you should leave a high-priced player out. And for me, if they're low down in the course rankings, that's reason enough to keep them out, because you're probably not going to find many other reasons why not to play them. On the flip side of that, you've got players that are cheap that you're looking to get into your player pool, because you're going to need a lot of spread amongst the cheaper guys. And you will be able to use course rankings to highlight players that are down at the bottom of the pool that are cheap, that you can get into your lineups. That should go well, just as Bronson Burgoon did back when I won the Mini Max at the start of the year. And also, if you sign up for Ship It Nation, there's some amazing educational videos on there. And the educational videos will tell you everything that you need to know, not just about golf, but about every sport, and what you need to know about it when it comes to building your lineups, how to pick the right contests to play in. And that's brilliant. And I think really the ethos of Ship It Nation is to train subscribers to be better players, not to tell them who to play or to hand feed them lineups or anything like that. It's to teach them how to make the best decision and how to get out of Draftkings or DFS, Golf DFS, what you want from it. And it teaches you how to do that. And they're brilliant educational videos. So yeah, just wanted to do a quick 10-minute video, really, just to sum up really how to win the Mini Max. And that is, you're going to have to go for 150 lineups, or as many lineups as you can. You need to find differential in there. You need some low-owned players in there, and some value players. And the best way to do that is to sign up to somewhere like Ship It Nation, where you're going to get all that information, and to become part of a community that's super interested and as interested as you, where you can share your wins and get better and become a better player. So, I mean, to join Ship It Nation at the minute, is $39 for a monthly subscription. But if you use code Lee15, then you'll get 15% off of that as well. And every time you sign up after that, you keep getting a 15% discount as well. So it's fantastic to join up with a code. And that's just $39 for a monthly subscription, which works out with the 15% code to less than £9 a week, which is the price of, I'm guessing, one entry to a tournament each week. And that $9 a week will make you a much better player and give you a much better chance of taking down a big tournament. So hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck this week, whatever it is you're playing in, and I hope you take down a big tournament and win a lot of money. And more so, I hope to see you in the Ship It Nation Discord, and to get you on board, and to enjoy the Masters together, and for all of us to win some money. Thanks for watching.